Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. If you're not new, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. If you're not, welcome back to the channel, fam. We are here with another girl talk. As y'all know, the girl talk series, I'm always be cute for the girl talk series. I cannot be ugly during the girl talk series. You're never ugly, but when my hair is not done, I am ugly. I am a bum. So, I had to come back cute on y'all.
Period.
Today's girl talk, we have I'm gonna consist a little bit of a lot of stuff, but the main part that we're talking about today is how to leave the toxic situation, how to leave somebody that's toxic alone. I'll tell y'all because I mess with y'all, so I'm gonna really tell y'all what it is and what I've been through, what I've did just for a person, or just in general. Before we get into the video, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. So the first topic I want to talk about is periods. My opinion with periods is that they make you insecure. It makes you feel like you have to always hide something, or you have to make it seem like you can't speak about it how you want to speak about it. And society has made us feel like having a period is something you can't be open about every month, and it's we always have to be on the low, or very secretive with our periods. And I just don't like that aspect of having a period. I feel like some people are very judgy when it comes to that, when it's just a normal thing that women have to go through, and it's not fair. But it is what it is. But it's just come on, have some decency for us, and at least understand that it's normal and that we do not have to feel insecure about it. I feel like a lot of people feel insecure about it and just don't speak on it, or either you don't and you don't know what I'm talking about. I feel this way because I feel like every time I go out and I'm shopping for something that's for my downstairs area, or I'm shopping for something that can help, and something like that, or antibiotic pills and stuff to help with all of that, the pH balance and stuff, I just feel like it kind of makes me uncomfortable when I'm around people, because they're staring at you while you trying to grab what you trying to grab and figure out what's best for your body. Why me having blood on my pants because I didn't know my period came is embarrassing. It's normal. It's embarrassing, but it's normal. And I feel like people OD on it, or they try to be like, oh, that's nasty and blah 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 and da 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 da. What are you talking about? I feel like, and with men too, because I feel like, well, with boys, I just feel like they take it, some boys take it ew, why you bleeding type stuff, instead of oh, you going through that time, let me help you out. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I feel like that whole aspect is weird, but like I said, it's just my opinion. Y'all can drop down below what y'all feel about the whole period, aspect and stuff like that. But that's just how I feel about it. The next topic I'm gonna talk about is the mother-daughter dynamic. The mother-daughter dynamic is crazy to me. And you probably what is this? It's when there's always a time of teenage years where you clash heads with your mom. I don't care what the topic was about that you clash heads with her over, but just know y'all have clashed heads before, and it happens every time.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
And it's weird because it's always during that teenage rage, and you always get into it with your mom, and it's get to a point where y'all don't even like each other no more, or y'all just don't be cool with each other like that. I'm just saying it because every girl, I feel like, goes through this either their whole life or once they hit the teenage stage. Or she always been that person and you becoming your own person, and it's now throwing her off because she's not used to being your own person. Your mom will be your number one fan, but also your number one hater. She will play both roles. And I think it's because mothers are not used to their daughters becoming their own selves. I'm not a real copy and paste of you. I'm just part of you that just came up and remixed it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's so say I want to be confident and I want to wear a smaller fitting dress, more not too revealing, but also just open up, embracing growing up. My mom, why are you got your stomach out wearing crop tops? You look pudgy. It's not good things to hear, but it's just your mother talking. But I don't know, it's because I feel like sometimes it's you just want me to be uncomfortable, and not make support my decisions. But the mother and daughter dynamic is crazy to me. Never made sense, never will make sense. But everybody goes through it. Every girl I feel like goes through it. And I feel like a lot of girls don't some girls don't even realize that you having the mother-daughter dynamic where y'all clash again and again and again. The one time be like, oh snap, this is what Christian was talking about. Yes, this is what I was talking about. But yeah, I just the mother-daughter dynamic, I hate it. I feel like every girl goes through it, and I feel bad for every girl that has to go through that, because it is terrible and it is the worst, because it's just like I'd be upset when I get into it with my mom. I really do, because I love her like myself. I love her like so much. And she's really like one of my favorite friends. Honestly, I actually like my mom. I really do. Like, she's one of my faves. I go to war for my mom. Like, that's how I feel. But it's just some certain times clash. It's like you always gonna have that clash. It never goes away, like, until like y'all have space from each other. And I think it's just, weird. This part is gonna be about how to leave a toxic situation. Also, this kind of like a story time too. So like, y'all might as well get your popcorn. Get your popcorn. Let me say this. For one, never ever stay in a toxic situation ever. It's never worth it. As much as and I don't care if you feel like, oh, that person. No. For one, I was talking to somebody living in another state. That was my red flag. I was just like, I just want to talk. I just want to see, like, what's going on. My dad told me, like, no, that's not going to work. That's dumb. But which he was right. But you got to learn sometimes the hard way. You got to learn your own way sometimes. It was so toxic because it was like mentally draining for me. Like, through my life, that really what triggered my depression, is when I realized I was in like a toxic situation where I was mentally delusional.
Are you delusional?
Keep believing somebody was going to change for me. You know what I'm saying? Or like it was going to work out for me. I always like kept thinking I was going to work out for me, and it didn't. One, realize like who you are. Find who you are first, because once you find who you are, you will realize this ain't it for me. Once you feel like realize who you are, realize who the person you are, who you're talking to, realize who they are. Like, and I feel like that's really what it is. Like, I feel like when I was in the toxic situation, I didn't realize who I was, and I didn't realize who they were. And like, I knew who I was and I knew who he was, but did I realize that? Everything that I said I wouldn't go for, I went for. Like, everything. And it was just like, it's not healthy, you know what I'm saying? And it was just more like, this person is making you look dumb and you just letting it slide continuously. I started this one day where like he told me, he asked me out, right? I said yeah. So the next day, I'm telling my friend, like, yeah, like, me and him together, like, I'm officially, I guess, a girlfriend now, right? She and him were already cool from like me, because we used to always be on the phone, so it was like we was all cool. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, he's saying that y'all not together, like y'all not boyfriend girlfriend. I'm like,
What do you mean by that?
because I could have sworn in the text messages it said, would you be my girlfriend? You're my baby. You. I could have sworn it was that. So I don't know what you talking about. So I get on the bus and I text him. I'm texting him. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you use me, blah, 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 blah. And like, you really, like, that's really bad. Like, I was fussing him out, honestly, because it was like, you did that knowing that you not only played with my emotions, but you embarrassing me. Like, that's not cool. And that just made me so mad. But y'all, so I was like, I'm not talking to you. Like, I'm not talking to you. And like, he kept texting me. Then he eventually stopped. Then he was trying to call me. He eventually stopped. And I didn't talk to him for like a day. So then the next day I talked to him and we talking. I'm like, oh yeah, like blah, 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 blah. Telling him like, basically, you're never getting another chance with me, because it's like, no way that you just did that and then try to make it seem like I'm the bad person. He was like, I never said all that.
Yes, you did. I could go back in the messages. Like, what you want to do?
So then I found out he was all like, he had lineups, he had little rosters, and I was just like, oh no, baby, oh no. Rosters, you got multiple chicks? No. But the thing is, everything that I'm saying no to, that person back then was letting it slide. And I was still talking to him. Like, I was still having conversation with him, and he would still, like, flirt. And it would be like, oh, he liked me. And it wasn't even like that. Like, it was just, like, toxic. Because we had love for each other. But it was like, he wouldn't leave me alone. So I wouldn't leave him alone. So it was just like, we just gonna be doing this, and it's just toxic, you know what I'm saying? So when I found out he was talking to the other girls, I was just like, oh my god, like, you really doing this? Then I eventually stopped. So this is when I officially like cut him off. I was like, I don't really care, like, I feel like we can't be cool, and I started talking to him. So that was like the first step. Like, just realize who you are and realize who they are. And when you realize and go through everything they done and you realize that's not who you are, like, that stuff, that wasn't me. As you can tell, that was not me. So, like, yeah, like, don't go for stuff you know you wouldn't go for. You know what I'm saying? Don't for nobody. Nobody. I don't care who it is. I was in the phase of rebound. I was trying to figure out who gonna top him. So then I did that, and that failed. So, like, that was the rebound stage. Then I went into, like, I don't care, I'm gonna just talk to anybody stage. I was just talking to random people. I was talking to heck of people, but while I was doing the rebound stage, while I was talking to heck of people, I was still talking to oh yeah. I was still talking to oh yeah. And I'm just like, yo, he doesn't miss. Like, he just wouldn't, you know, if you not talking more, you not only lost a roster, but you lost a really good friend. So, like, I remember it vividly. I was talking to the person I was talking to, and like everything. We was talking, and I was still talking to not the rebound, but the old one. The one that I say had me delusional. I wanted to talk. I said, cool. I said, no, I said, who, like, what are you talking about? He was like, I'm not asking, I'm telling you we need to talk. I'm like, yo, who you think you is? Okay, but anyways, so I called on regular phone. He was like, why you calling regular phone? Just FaceTime me. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. What do you not get? I don't want to talk to you. We have nothing to talk about. You did what you did. It's done. Yeah. I'm just like, okay, are you done? Like, we get it. Like, you're sorry. What does that do for me? Because it was just like, what is that doing for me? Now, it's like, at that point, I felt hope, but I was like, you already got a girlfriend. Like, you got a girlfriend now. Why are you apologizing to me? Because he wasn't really happy in his relationship that he was in. So it was just like, okay, he don't really like her, for one. For two, you just wanted to keep bothering somebody that you know F with you. Yeah, he was just doing a bunch of apologizing, but I feel like if I really wanted to move past that, we had to, like, get rid of him 100%. And I do recommend that, like, if you feel like your situation, or, you know, whatever, the reason why most times you feel like that person has to be around is because you keep the person around. Once you done with somebody, you done. Block them, get rid of them, erase them out your life, and load up a new one. And that's just what it was. Like, now, I ain't never, like, I blocked him a couple times, but we always can bounce back. But it was just like the final time where, like, we actually, like, just stopped talking overall. Like, it was no conversation. It felt very peaceful. That's what it felt like. I'm free. That's exactly what it felt like. You're free. And like I said, then I got into that rebound stage, didn't enjoy it because I was trying to try something new, not my type, but it failed on me. It failed. And then I had my talking stage where, like, I was talking to multiple different people. And it was like, you know, I found my boyfriend through there. I shouldn't have did all that. I shouldn't have made such a long list to where I didn't even know who half the people were at some point. Like, it was somebody they was like,
yeah, I be at work all the time. That's why I can't text you.
and I was like, oh, don't you work at Amazon?
He was like, wrong person.
God, I'm so defensive. And I was like, I'm not even on that. And I had lied and said I had a boyfriend because I was talking to my boyfriend, but we weren't together, but I wanted him. So I had to make sure If we locked in, ain't switching up. A lot of people was mad. A lot of people was just throwing me under the bus, just mad at me. But it was like, at the end of the day, I'm with who I want to be with, and it's healthy, and it's not, I don't feel bad all the time. Like, I actually love myself more than I did like a year ago, because of the, not even because of the fact I'm with him, but because of the fact I don't have to worry constantly about my mind being manipulated or my mind being twisted to hear this, and that, and feel this way, because that's what it was. It was like a mind game. I was playing mind games every day, and it was tiring of like playing mind games of somebody that's confused. Like, I know what I want, but this person's confused, but they're using their confusion on me, and it's making me confused and make me feel like I'm the problem. I just be happy now. I be really happy, y'all. Like, I really do. You can see it in me. I'll be happy. Like, I'm not even gonna cry because I don't like crying on my channel, but I just be happy living life. I just be happy now. Last year, if you would have, I barely posted on YouTube last year. I'm actually active this year, so it's just like, that shows you that like I'm actually happy. Like, I don't know how to keep explaining to y'all for real. Yo, if y'all feel like y'all in a toxic situation, do what I did. For one, realize who you are. Realize who that person is. If you know that person is not going to be for you, like, if you know this person, for one, let's say if you know you a neat freak and this person is just nasty in general, messy, don't clean up after themselves. If you letting them be all messy and around you like that and doing that to you, who are you if you are a neat person? That's what I'm saying. Like, know who you are, know who that person is, and make sure it's not a conflict. Step 2, you can do a rebound, but actually, no, don't do a rebound. I'm sorry. Don't do a rebound. That's bad. Heal first. Heal. You must learn to heal. I was not healed when I got into the rebound. Heal first, okay? 3, drag. 3, have your time where you talk to multiple people. Do not focus yourself on one person. Have a roster. Yeah, that's what it's called. Have a roster. That's the end of the video. I have to cut it right here because it's almost time for like my class to start, and I gotta be on time for class. But yeah, that is it for the video. I really hope everybody felt me on each part of the video, because I really do feel like everybody can relate in somehow. And we go through things as females, stuff like that. So I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with a video. Grrr, bow!